Jungkook has been labeled the K-pop idol with the fastest solo achievements. The most straightforward way to approach the question is through data. Records in the music industry are quantifiable, and in Jungkook's case, numbers tell the story of how quickly his solo releases reached milestones across streaming platforms, digital sales, and international charts. Spotify, as the world's leading music streaming platform, provides perhaps the clearest evidence of Jungkook's speed in solo success. His debut solo single 7, featuring Latto, released in July 2023, entered the market with immediate global impact. Within just 24 hours of release, it became the most streamed debut song by a K-pop soloist on Spotify, crossing the 15 million daily streams threshold. This record-setting start demonstrated that Jungkook did not require a slow-building trajectory like many other artists. Instead, his first official step into solo work already positioned him at the top. The momentum did not stop at the debut. 7 went on to become the fastest song in Spotify history to reach 1 billion streams, accomplishing this in just over 100 days. For perspective, other K-pop songs that crossed this milestone, such as tracks by BTS, Blackpink, or global artists like Ed Sheeran, required a significantly longer timeline. By achieving this benchmark so quickly, Jungkook proved that his solo career did not simply benefit from BTS's legacy, but created a measurable pace of its own. Subsequent tracks, such as 3D and Standing Next to You, also demonstrated the same rapid-fire accumulation of streams. 3D, within its opening week, secured top placements in global charts and established Jungkook as a multi-hit soloist rather than a one-time success. His debut album Golden accumulated hundreds of millions of streams within weeks of release, again underscoring how quickly his material translated into large-scale digital consumption. Billboard charts, particularly the Hot 100 and Global 200, provide an international validation of musical performance. 7 debuted at number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100, an achievement that few non-English language songs or non-Western artists have accomplished. What makes this record more striking is that it was achieved with Jungkook's very first solo single. Typically, artists require multiple attempts, promotional cycles, or collaborations with major Western acts to debut at the top spot. In Jungkook's case, the combination of a high-profile collaboration, Latto, strong streaming numbers, and fan-driven downloads enabled the single to claim No. 1 instantly. The speed of this accomplishment was unmatched by other K-pop soloists. Even BTS members who had previously released solo material often took longer to chart or reached lower positions initially. Jungkook's later tracks maintained Billboard presence, ensuring that his career was not defined by a single spike of interest. His ability to chart multiple songs in rapid succession positioned him differently from other K-pop soloists, many of whom experienced temporary bursts of attention without sustained chart performance. Streaming success often dominates discussions of global music performance, but in K-pop, physical album sales remain a vital indicator of fan engagement and commercial viability. Jungkook's solo album Golden recorded more than 2 million pre-orders and went on to surpass 3 million sales within its release period. This positioned him among the highest-selling soloists in K-pop history, with a speed of sales that rivals even established group acts. For comparison, soloists such as Jimin, J-Hope, or Lisa of Blackpink also experienced strong album sales. But Jungkook's numbers came in at an accelerated pace, crossing million-level thresholds almost immediately. Within days of its release, Golden secured top positions in Korea's Circle Album Chart, Japan's Oricon Chart, and the US Billboard Top Album Sales Chart. The simultaneous dominance across these regions reinforced the argument that Jungkook's achievements were faster than typical industry norms. Music video performance on YouTube remains another metric for measuring impact speed. The 7 music video gained over 30 million views within 24 hours, ranking it among the most watched debuts of a soloist. While group releases often dominate YouTube's most viewed in 24 hours list, solo projects rarely achieve comparable numbers. Jungkook's debut stood out because it broke into a category typically reserved for group-driven fandoms. In addition, the song's viral spread on TikTok and other short-form platforms accelerated its global recognition. Within days of release, snippets of 7 became widely used audio tracks across TikTok challenges, ensuring that the single permeated pop culture far beyond traditional K-pop fandom circles. This rapid virality contributed directly to streaming and chart success, showing how Jungkook's releases could dominate multiple platforms simultaneously at high speed. To fully appreciate Jungkook's pace, it is necessary to compare his trajectory to that of other K-pop idols who pursued solo careers. Members of BTS such as Jimin, RM, and Suga have released solo projects, many of which achieved commendable success. For example, Jimin's single Like Crazy also topped the Billboard Hot 100, marking a major milestone for K-pop soloists. However, Jungkook's overall body of solo achievements, from streaming to sales, was consolidated in a shorter time frame and across more categories simultaneously. Beyond BTS, comparisons to Blackpink members such as Lisa and Rosé highlight a similar trend. Lisa's La Lisa broke records upon release, but the pace of Jungkook's Spotify and Billboard achievements outstripped even her globally successful launch. Similarly, Taehyung, Baekhyun, and IU, long established as solo powerhouses, did not achieve Billboard Hot 100 debuts or billion stream markers at the speed Jungkook managed. This comparison underscores why industry observers classify him as the fastest. While others have certainly reached impressive milestones, Jungkook compressed what usually takes years into months. Looking beyond K-pop, Jungkook's speed also stands out against global benchmarks. For example, Western pop stars such as Olivia Rodrigo or Billie Eilish experienced rapid rises with debut projects, but Jungkook's achievements on Spotify and Billboard matched or outpaced their timelines despite being a non-English-speaking artist from a different cultural background. This comparison matters because it places Jungkook not only within the K-pop framework, but within the global music industry. When artists from Korea can achieve speed metrics similar to or faster than those from the US or Europe, it highlights the shifting dynamics of how quickly success can be reached in a digital-first environment. Another way to measure achievement speed is through awards and certifications. Jungkook secured gold and platinum certifications from organizations like the RIAA, Recording Industry Association of America, and the British Phonographic Industry, BPI, faster than many of his peers. These certifications are based on measurable sales and streams, offering an additional layer of validation beyond charts. Award nominations, including MTV, Billboard Music Awards, and others, also came quickly after his solo releases. This rapid recognition reinforced the perception of Jungkook as a solo artist capable of dominating the industry independently of BTS. The importance of speed in achievement is tied to how the music industry operates. Fast results attract brand endorsements, media coverage, and additional promotional opportunities. For Jungkook, his rapid solo success coincided with becoming a global ambassador for Calvin Klein, further cementing his presence in both music and fashion. This cross-industry recognition would not have arrived so quickly without the immediate data-backed validation of his music.